Once upon a time, a very long time ago, before the third density or dimension existed in thought or form, in a place where there was nothing and everything coexisting, where all things were and nothing was, where time and no time slept together in eternal bliss. There existed a source of energy, pure, raw intelligence, all-encompassing, unconditional love, so vast that it was impossible to determine where it was not. It simply was, as it always had been, a great mass of energy without form, containing thousands of thunderstorms, bolts of lightning flashing all through it, limitless energy, churning and boiling, beautiful and stunning. At the same time, producing a huge sense of unmeasurable, magnificent intelligence and astounding power, coupled with the most sweet and gentle love, such as a mother breastfeeding her newborn child, or a doe nursing her fawn in the twilight of a warm spring day. There it was, the source of all that is, life force energy itself, the energy that animates everything that is in known creation and beyond, the mother and father of all, full of compassion and tenderness, passionate and peaceful, non-polarized, unconditional love, pure love, without a need or a want of anything, infused with massive, unmeasurable levels of energy capable of supporting countless universes, filled with billions of stars and numberless planets. Lack was not part of this equation in any form, shape, or way. And then something happened. Something that had never happened before. A thought was birthed from the deep recesses of this limitless source of energy, from the very core of it. Very deep and intensely pensive pondering. What is limitation? What would it feel like to be limited? What would the contrast of limitation feel like? How would lack affect one's self? An idea manifested itself, a concept unlike any that had existed before this moment, a what-if moment. Opposition, manifestation, a dimension of contrasting expressions, a plane of existence that would provide the backdrop for this grand experiment. The wonder and curiosity this idea created was enticing, compelling, fascinating. Another thought appeared. How could we, as limitless expressions of consciousness, experience lack, or for that matter, limitation? And again, understanding came forth from the core as if it had not even existed before the question was posed. Amnesia. Yes, forgetfulness. Remove the awareness of no limits, and then polarization and lack can become real and alive. Suddenly, a blast of joy shot out across the cosmos, like a trillion atom bombs exploding in perfect unison. And there it was, where nothing had been just one breath before. An entire dimension of contrast existed, a perfect expression of limitation in physical form. And Source suddenly realized that it could take individual, unique expressions of itself into this limited place and experience it firsthand. This would make a great school of awareness, a place of discovery, a plane of physical expression that would provide the perfect experience of what lack and contrast would feel like. And this could be accomplished while maintaining a place of perfect observation from inside the student, patiently waiting for their slumbering partner to awaken. After all, Source had no idea what limitation felt like, how it would affect them, or how long it would take them to awaken. Now, Source did not know what this experiment would look like as it unfolded, but knew that it must be allowed to proceed without interference, having complete confidence that would all pan out in the end. Source knew that they would awaken from their deep human experience of limitation, of lack of contrast, at some undetermined point in the future. The concept of failure never crossed their minds. After all, they were one with Source. They were Source. These individual, unique expressions of Source had a strong desire to experience this physical plane and could hardly wait to begin the school. Sure, they understood, as Source did, the concept of limitation, but had no way of knowing what it would feel like, or for that matter, what any of this experiment would feel like. This not knowing really meant nothing at all to them, as their experience up to this point did not include lack. Not knowing was a concept, not an experience. And with great zest and anticipation, they started to cross the line of demarcation, the dividing line between limitation and limitlessness. What is happening? What is this strange feeling? It does not feel good. Hey, what is wrong with my mind? What is this? I cannot think clearly. Hey, this feels terrible. What is wrong? What are you doing to me? What did I do to cause this? I did nothing wrong. Hey, please stop this. I don't like this at all. Hey, wait. And there was darkness. And there was nothing. Silence. Coldness. Emptiness. Separation. Nothingness. Time appears as though it has ceased to exist for these sleepers. For all practical purposes, they are in stasis. Hundreds of years turn into thousands, transposing into millions. Ages upon ages, millions morph into billions, but still no awareness of anything. The span of millions and billions of years go by so fast that it's simply a flash of color and sound, morphing into the primordial soup of all creation. This incredible rush is compressed into 2 seconds that seem to last for an hour. Our field of vision moves from a foggy, out of focus, indistinct landscape to a very clear view of the Earth from near space. It is in the new paradigm 20s, not the old roaring ones of the last century. We find ourselves watching these sleepers in the now. They are scattered all over the world. They are few in number, these pioneers and forerunners, volunteers who have chosen to experience being a flawed human being. They have such a strong desire to come to a place in their lives where they are no longer limited in any way. They have a knowing they have been in this place of discovery before, but cannot remember it. Their intuition is working overtime. They know intuitively that there are others in different places on the earth, but have no idea how to connect with them. The scene changes and we see they have now connected telepathic. We also notice they are all thinking similar thoughts. Thoughts like, I know that my real parents, not the ones here on Earth, are limitless beings of love. I know this is my future. It is my inheritance. What is holding me back from becoming like them? What do I have to do in order to be free? I want so desperately to be free of all restriction. We can hear them asking their guides and helpers, please help us. Help me to remember and understand how to break through. As we are observing their struggles, something happens. Some kind of pop or snap or shift. Something is changing. Something is different. Everything looks the same, but something has happened. We can feel it. A wonderful sense of freedom and joy. At the same time, it feels both familiar and natural. We zoom in on one that is called Sevotha. He is a particularly stubborn one who won't quit. He chose to incarnate at the end of the Second World War. He is now a senior citizen and outwardly showing his age. However, he is not acting like one who is over 70 years old. He is completely elated with joy. He keeps exclaiming that he is free. As we observe him jumping around shouting with glee, he suddenly creates an entire universe, instantly, with what appears to be little or no effort. Then he moves from one density to another effortlessly. They all seem to be going nuts with joy. We knew it. We knew it would happen. We knew it, they exclaimed. As we are observing and sharing the scene of pure joy, a beautiful pair of human eyes appear out of nowhere. The eyebrows, the bridge of the nose, and those eyes. Never have we seen such eyes. So much pure love, intelligence, and power. They see right through us, know our every thought and nuance. Pure love and acceptance. There is nothing that resembles any kind of lack. A thought is projected from these incredible eyes that is very matter of fact. It lacks emotion, but is simple and genuine, purely factual. We hear, time to move on to the next step in your journey. As the scene fades away, everything feels in perfect order, as it should be, and is.